All right, Keon, so that defense that got the Mercury to the stage has not quite shown up, Grace, but they still have a chance to do that tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's what you expect, Aiden, when you're going up against A'ja Wilson, who's the WNBA MVP. And really the question for tonight is if they're going to be able to control her.
Absolutely. So we heard Keon's thoughts. Another guy who had some thoughts is Braiden Bell. He's the first-year play-by-play voice of the Phoenix Mercury. Been doing their games since May on TV, and I caught up with him earlier to hear his thoughts ahead of Game 3. Big day for Phoenix, trying to tilt the series in their favor. How do they do it here at home?
They got to be who they are. I know that sounds simple, but you don't get to the finals by accident, so I don't think there's any panic with this team. And if anything, they've proven over the first 2 rounds they're capable of coming back after falling behind early. So, you know, I think a quick start's important. It's a generic thing to say, but at home you want to get the X factor involved. So a quick start is important, and then I think you got to have your stars show up big. And I know I'm not reinventing the wheel with these answers, but I would say those are a couple of things that you got to have your stars shine bright, and certainly the Mercury have those great stars.
Well, one of the big stars is Alyssa Thomas, and she struggled a little bit in Game 2, held her to just 10 points. What does she need to do tonight to get this offense energized and bring them a Game 3 win?
Yeah, the thing about AT that she really showed all year long was it didn't always have to be scoring, right? She's so great because she can pass the ball at such a high level, led the league in assists and broke the single season record, and then also obviously pulling down rebounds at a high clip. I think the thing for her, and give Vegas credit through the first 2 games, they've done a really good job of switching up on AT and kind of giving her different looks defensively. But if we know one thing about her, she's really great at adapting. So a couple of days to prepare for Game 3. I would say that she's in a good spot, should have a great game tonight.
What do you make of this crowd that's going to make their way in for the first time for a final since 2021? All the towns and cities around here have been energized. It's Activate the Valley, but for the Phoenix Mercury.
You know, I think I'm glad you said Activate the Valley. It's the crossover that we all needed. This is a sports market that's dying for a winner. I think that's clear, and right now we have one in the Mercury. So it's been really cool. I mean, that clincher against Minnesota, it almost was like a college atmosphere, if you will. It was popping.